Hello you guys, this is a video about the top 10 favorites of people. I know that you may think that it's mine are included, but this time for this video I asked friends of mine, people that I chat with on Instagram, on Twitter, on Messenger, and friends that I have in real life. And I asked them to send me their top 10 and their message of why do they have this song that they have as number one, and to write me the reason why they have this as number one. And I decided to do it like this because usually other people that do YouTube videos, like Eurovision videos, they do it like a reactor does it with a reactor, and they talk about it. I do those videos also, but I decided that this is a bit more genuine for me. This is just because I decided that those friends of mine that I asked to send me that are really genuinely listening to those songs and genuinely putting them in as number one, and they're gonna vote for them. So I thought that this is a very nice and mixed way of doing the top 10 and seeing from 20-25 people how many what will be the number one, the number two, the number three. And it's interesting to see like what is the reason that those people put it, because the range of age of those people is from 20 until 60 years old. So I didn't ask only my age or only very young people. It's a very big difference, like from 20 until 60, as I said. And I find that very interesting because I really want to know how it's gonna look at the end, because I haven't counted any kind of points or anything, nothing at all. For me, most important is why is the reason that they would have this as number one, and it includes all of the 37 songs. There's no exclusions of any song. Everybody genuinely putting the top 10. And now I can start already from the first, who is Anastasis. And Anastasis, the friend of mine, he has Finland as his 12 points. You can see already on the screen the other points that he has given. And he has Finland. And the reason why Anastasis put in Finland, he says Finland is always rocking Eurovision stage, but this year they pushed the envelope. Ich komme sexy, unapologetic rock and roll, and a performance meant for big arenas. She's fun, she's fire, she's a rock star. Are you ready for another top score for Finland? So yeah, I do agree very much with Anastasis about that. I can see that he has also the Netherlands very high, Malta very high, France, although it's a very new song, Greece, Norway, Czechia, Belgium, Austria, and Sweden. But I do find his 12 points very genuinely put it there. And I mean, this is the song that he'll vote at the end, because you never vote for your 15th place. You can have it, you can love it, you can listen to it, but you don't vote for it because you cannot vote for 15 songs. Then I go to Eric. So Eric from France, this friend of mine, he has as 12 point Spain. He would give 12 points to Spain, and then you can see on the screen already the rest of the countries that he gives points to. And his reason is a bit big. At the very beginning of listening to the original version, I thought, damn, the Spaniards are doing flamenco again. But then the rhythm drew in me. Her voice is powerful and captivating. I can already see myself dancing to her song. This singer won me over from the start and quickly became one of my favorites. The bridge and the chorus stay in my head, and I find myself humming it regularly. Not long ago they did a revamp, but I remain attached to the original version, which I find more sincere. Low my humble opinion. Despite that, even with a revamp, the song is a song. For me, the one that deserves to win thanks to the rhythm, the singer's charisma, and I don't understand her ranking with the bookmakers. I hope to see a spectacular show during her performance. That's a big reason to have Spain number one, but why not, Eric? Then I go to Klaus. Klaus has as 12 points Albania, and you can see there on the stage, on the screen that he has France, Ukraine, Netherlands, Lithuania, Switzerland, Sweden, Finland, Portugal, Austria. And his reason is also quite big. Now, in a sea of televote betas and acts that sound as if they came out of 2008, Zierm put the standard so high as the first entry out of For Me. The mix between electronic synth and traditional Latin music feels fresh and unlike any other act this year. The duo is a balance of light and darkness and feel very genuine to what they represent without forcing to be anyone else. Zierm is a song that endorses a strong message about being better humans and is definitely transmitted in the way Beatrice and Cole perform. People really gave really good thoughts in their comments of why the number one is the number one. I go to Avagor from Instagram, a friend of mine. He has Norway as 12 points. Then he has Malta, Albania, Denmark, Germany, Austria, Netherlands, Spain, Czechia, and Luxembourg. And his reason would be about my winner. I just love the song more than all of the other songs from the first time I heard it, and I'm listening to it the most. Also, I love the performance so much. The vocals are very good, the choreo is amazing. I love the costumes, the staging, and he's a good artist, and he has a great stage presence. So I guess like that's enough of a reason. Then I go to Alexandros, and Alexandros has Malta as his number one, then France, then Estonia, Greece, etc. etc. You can see them on the screen, as I said. Screen. And then his reason was Malta serving. Songs like this can inspire change, and we are at a time when we need it the most. We shouldn't let other people decide for us. That's very true. That is, for me, really good reason to have this as number one and to say that that's the reason. Then I go to Seth. Seth, my American friend, he puts Albania number one, then Malta, Norway, Denmark, etc. And oh, that's the second time Albania. So his reason is Albania is a mix of ethnic sounds and modern instrumentation executed by a cool and talented lead vocalist. That's why it's my number one. Short and enough of a reason. Now I go to my best friend. My best friend has Austria as his 12 points. And he puts then Estonia, Malta, Finland, Germany. Malta is everywhere from what I see. I see Estonia now for the first time so high. And his reason was Austria is my number one because it's a very unique song. I love the mixture of styles in one song. Ah, thank you, Nico, for keeping it so small. I love that. Then I go to Bastien, a friend of mine from France, and he has his number one is Sweden, then it's Austria, then it's France and Malta. Malta is literally everywhere, but I see also Germany being everywhere and Finland. And his reason for Sweden is Kai are the outsiders of this year. Joyful and catchy song. Already imagining the entire arena dancing and singing on it. I agree. Not a vocal performance, but a real good vibe we all need. Definitely agree with that. It's a really good vibe that we definitely need at these times that we live. Then I go to Frankie, and Frankie has Sweden as his number one, then San Marino, then Australia, and then his reason was currently Sweden is my number one because it's finally not that typical Sweden chart song. The song makes fun and it's sung in Swedish. Yeah, the chorus is gorgeous. That lovely song we need in these weird times. So everybody puts about those weird times that we live in, which is really good that people consider that also as a thing. Then I go to Mike. Mike has Latvia as his number one, then Albania, Germany, Czechia, etc. And his reason for Latvia is I'm a big fan of the more cultural entries like Tautumetas, provides the most captivating song this year in my opinion. The visuals are perfection on stage, with the best part of the performance being the climax of the high note at the very end. I still don't know how 6 people can do choreo and harmonize so well at the same time. I do agree with that. I do think that Latvia is one of the dark horses of this year, and I do think that Latvia could easily qualify no matter what semi-final they are in, because it's something that we don't have actually this year in Eurovision. Then I go to Faikal, and he puts number 1 Austria, then Finland, then Netherlands, Malta. Malta is everywhere. Yeah, Austria number 1, and his reason is this pop electro opera song is right up my alley. JJ's voice is out of this world. The last 40 seconds are legendary. Legendary. And I already see myself dancing on this in the Euro Club. So the Euro Club it is for you, and not only for you but for many other people that are gonna be there. Then I have Eurofan, that's how he's called in Instagram, and he has Czechia 12 points, and then Norway, Luxembourg, etc. But what's the reason for Czechia? My number 1 is Kiss Kiss Goodbye, because the song is so catchy and add-ons so good at dancing. Good reason? Not enough for me, for a reason. But it's your number 1, which is a great song indeed, but I could say a lot more about why this could be number 1 also, because it has also a great message. It has also something, a part of him inside the song, which makes it even more special. Then I go to Eurocrown, my friend from the Netherlands. He has Ukraine as number 1, then Finland, Latvia, Germany, Estonia, the Netherlands, etc. As you can see, not everybody's using the Eurovision scoreboard app or whatever, but they said it in the chat. He's saying Ukraine is such a masterpiece. The song stands out in the competition as it has such a different sound compared to all the other songs. I like the Beatles vibes of the song that the song gives. I do agree with that. It has something from Beatles, something like this. And he's young and he's mentioning the Beatles, and that's amazing to see that some 23, 24 years old ones do care about something being so unique. Then I go to Lane. Lane has Austria as number 1, then Switzerland, then Sweden, then Switzerland, Albania, Ukraine, France. And his reason also for Austria is JJ's song is an absolute symphony to my ears, with soaring vocals and a dramatic musical arrangement that captivates from start to finish. Right now it's my clear 12 points. However, my ranking could shift depending on the staging and whether JJ can deliver the performance live. If not, Sweden might take my top spot. Okay, that's good to know, because that's very true. We didn't need to know also how the stagings are, and that's why this video is about how the songs are just right now, how they sound to people and how people like them. Then I have Zlatko. Zlatko has Montenegro as number 1, which now we have it. I have it for the first time seen here as 12 points, and his reasons are the lyrics are heartbreakingly beautiful, resonating deeply with women across the macho Balkans who understand their truth. And at the heart of it all, Nina delivers each word with grace and passion, making every note land with raw emotional force. It's emotional, it is true, and I believe her. And I think that audiences across the world will believe the sincerity of the performance, even if they do not understand the lyrics. I do agree with that. Nina is a great performer, Nina has great vocals, and Nina is also very captivating, the way she sings. And I do like the revamp of the song actually very much. I did listen to it a lot when it came out. Then I have Chris, and then he puts Netherlands as his number 1, then Germany, Austria, Finland, etc. And his reason is it's short. Netherlands is my number 1 because it has the perfect balance of complexity and easy I think, going summer hit. I agree with that. It has complexity, but it's also very easygoing and very easy to learn. And the English-French parts how they are mixed together are sounding very well together. Then I have Hesk. He's from Twitter, my Twitter friend. He has Sweden as number one, the Netherlands, Malta, Armenia, Finland, Albania. Albania is literally everywhere, and I see Belgium finally also there. I love Belgium. Nobody has it as 12 points. But Sweden, and let me see his reason, is Sweden. This has everything I like about Eurovision: fun, culture, language, good voice and vocal, makes everyone smile and sing, and bringing us together. Really good. I think Hesk could work for the EBU so he can put this message out there because it's true. This is what Eurovision should be. It should be fun, it should be making people smile, it should make people sing, and it should bring us all together. Then I have Riz, my UK friend, and he has Austria's number one, also Malta, finally Belgium, Finland, Sweden, Poland, Norway, Spain, Albania, and Montenegro. And then he has the message: I think Wasted Love is a beautiful song with amazing lyrics and vocals, great visuals in the music video. It would be a worthy successor to The Code. I agree. I fully agree with that. It's a beautiful song with amazing lyrics and vocals, and if they transmit that also on the stage, it could be more than amazing. Then I have Pedar from Ireland. He has his number one is Albania, which I already knew that it would be Albania because he's also on TikTok and he's also a singer by himself, and he also made ZM as he sang it on TikTok and it became very viral. People loved it, and I'm gonna see now what he said. Zerm is a perfect example of why I love Eurovision. The exquisite blend of traditional, popular, and alternative Albanian music gives us a glimpse into the diverse music scene in Albania, whilst the lyrics sung in the northern Albanian Kek dialect speak to the realities of life whilst dreaming of potential for a happier world. Well, he is a music person. He comes from a musical family, Pedar. So he is also the brother of the girl that tried to represent Ireland last year. Um, Gota Ben, I think the song was called. So he's coming from a musical family, so he knows what he's talking about, and I do trust what he wrote right now. Then I go to Steffi, and Steffi has 12 points to Austria, 10 points to Netherlands, then Australia, 8 points. Steffi, Australia, a really good choice. And then she has also Israel, 6 points, Belgium, 7 points. I love you for that. I love you. And then she has my number one is a song that has almost everything that I want in a ESC song. Initial jaw drop, overall goosebumps again and again, excellent vocal quality, instrumentally magnificent, great production, beautiful melody, and as a cherry on the top, techno. The only thing that I miss is a message in the lyrics. But it's still your number one, so obviously you don't need a great message because it's your number one, Steffi. Then I go to Priyant, also a friend of mine from TikTok that I have met. He has also as number one Latvia. This is the second time that I see Latvia as number one. And Ukraine, Portugal, Switzerland, Slovenia, Norway, Italy, wow. His message is long. Latvia's entry this year is exactly why I love Eurovision. People are like, this is why I love Eurovision, because Eurovision literally means to people something. It means a lot to people watching it, and they care about Eurovision. Those people care about Eurovision. Latvia's entry this year is exactly why I love Eurovision. From the moment I heard it, it just a hit to me. Something about it is hard to put into words, but it embodies everything that makes this contest special. There's a real sense of identity behind the song, blending cultural looks with a rhythm of beat that feel both unique and universally exciting. The women are incredible, the styling is stunning, and the way the choreography and staging come together is just beautiful. The harmonies in the chorus are breathtaking, and the entire performance is a perfect example of how Eurovision showcases music that is deeply personal yet It resonates far beyond borders. It's fun, it's powerful, and it's exactly what the competition is about. Very true. I agree with Brian. He sold it to me. I have to listen to Latvia again and again now and watch the video clip because I have watched it only twice. Then I go to my number 10, my top 10, which is Finland is my number one, then it's Austria, then it's Belgium, Spain, Sweden, Albania, Netherlands, Greece, Germany, and Malta. And yeah, I mean, the reason for me is very simple. Since the moment that Erika Wickman came out with the song, I was not so sure about the live performance. Then the live performance came, and I was absolutely sold. I loved the Finnish language again and again. I loved Erika Wickman more than the Cicciolina performance, and I think that she's a powerful woman, and I think that the competition will do great to her career, and she's coming to Eurovision with a song that it's fun to watch, fun to listen to, and you can just you can just like it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, if you know what I mean. And yeah, this is how those are the people, those are the top tens of people, and I guess now the screen will appear how overall the points are right now, and how who is like the number one, the number two, the number three, etc., of people's top tens with the votes. Um, and what is important to say about the video is just that it's very genuinely made from people. Those people I do trust, that they don't put their own country number one, but they put genuinely who will they vote for. And this is what I like, because the odds, yeah, the odds are also there. Everybody checks them, everybody watches them, but at the end of the day, not always some places are there where they should be, and many countries are there where they shouldn't be. Yeah. And this is something more intimate. This is something more private, but sharing like also your thought, because I could easily ask 200 people to send me just the top 10 without any comment, but I do think that with a comment and explaining why for you personally this is your number one, and not just saying like, oh, I love the song, this is not enough of a reason for a song to be crowned a winner. And that's why I love when I text with people about their top 10 and about their favorites and about seeing who could win, because we have all the 37 songs. You can tell me in the comments with what you agree with, what you don't agree with, what you liked, and which of the people's top 10s you like the most, and which one actually do you think will be the winner, as we know right now, without seeing any rehearsals, without knowing how they will perform on the stage of Basel in 2025, in less than 2 months right now.